It's your voice, your vote. ABC-7 continues to put the spotlight on candidates vying to become mayor of Las Cruces. We spoke with each of the 7 candidates about how they plan to address the issues affecting the city, including drug and alcohol abuse. Here's how each one of them answered the question.
I went through a police academy. I was a firefighter, so I'm well versed in public safety, and I talked to the boots on the ground, and sure enough, the fentanyl is huge and is overtaking the #1 drug problem in our community. Again, I go back to partnering. We have the DEA, we have the U.S. Marshals, we have state police. You know, we need to get a task force with our local law enforcement and give them the support that we can attack this problem and go after it that way.
Unfortunately, I came from dysfunctionality and poverty, so I understand. I saw it. You know, my mom was an alcoholic, and so my brothers and sisters, unfortunately, you know, some of them chose that that's the route that they took, and then some of them actually took the route to, you know, using illegal drugs. So I think by going back to, you know, educating, because I learned in school that I had a choice. You know, I could continue the path that I would see that I was raised in, or, you know what, no, we have these programs and they tell you that these things are bad. You know, back even then we used to have the commercial that said, you know, this is your brain on drugs, and they would actually fry like an egg in a pan. You know, that meant something. It meant something that stuck in my mind. So I think we need to start continuing to educate these children at a young age.
What I'd like to do is we need to have a facility to send them to. I've talked to the judge about it, and they said if you have the facility you're talking about, this facility will have treatment for substance abuse and mental health. We have a couple different entities here that will do it. I spoke to La Clínica de Familia a few years back and asked them, would you all run that facility? They said, absolutely. So it's a long-term facility to start treating substance abuse and start seeing which one of those are mental health needs.
We need programs for people, but there's a lot of people that don't want the help, and I think that's a huge problem. If a person doesn't want the help, you can't help them. There's nothing that you can do about that. You can't force them into it no matter what. The only thing that you can do is get them into a program and hope that they change their minds, because if they don't, even after they get out of the program, they'll be doing it again.
I really believe that our federal policy and state policy is really hurting the city of Las Cruces. We've had a huge amount of fentanyl come across the border. The one thing that I would do is advocate for treatment and make sure that we have something in the fire department to be able to help with some suicides and things like that.
One of the things that I would like to do is continue to scale out our LIGHT program, lessening the incident of grief, harm, and trauma. I'll remind viewers that you call the 911 when you see people in crisis, be it in your home or in the public spaces. You call that 911. What we're seeing is that number or the LIGHT team is, we have 2 teams, right? It comes out of our fire with paramedics and social workers, okay? And we have 2 teams that are being deployed at different times, right? They don't work at the same time, but they're inundated. There's at least 170 plus cases that don't get addressed by our LIGHT team. So I plan on scaling that out. It's one of the answers. Is it the only answer? Absolutely not, but partnering, right? Using our funding through our opioid settlement.
I think that we need to take a hard look at the underlying conditions in our city and work on jobs training, on coping skills training, on growing a whole human through our public school systems rather than just an employee. I think it's a multifaceted problem, and I think it requires a multifaceted and humane solution.
Tomorrow on ABC-7 at 4, you'll hear from how each candidate plans to address the homeless issue in Las Cruces.